What is up? Risk takers! Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete. I am a tall player in Risk Global Domination. The daily show on YouTube. I do weekday streams on Twitch. And if you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels and come along the ride with me, ladies and gentlemen. This is the negotiation game. Europe advanced fixed capitals with true random, with no fog, no blizzards, no portals, and yes, alliances. I'm in the 4 seat, playing as yellow, and we have a neutral bot in red. Would you look at that? What's the nature of that alert? Anyways, I kind of like the 2 in Hungary, but black's going to neighbor cap that, aren't they? We could also go for what looks like a much more... Either way, I'm worried about black. So if I take London and black fucks me in Iceland, if I take Hungary and black fucks me in Vienna, I'd rather be in noob corner than in the middle of the board, I think. But it's that, like, preponderance of players who would cap Iceland here. I think black takes the 3 in the mid board if I take London, so I'll be okay. And that's how we're going to play this out. Magenta is in the bottom of Spain. Red bot caps in Russia. So I actually think this play pattern, take and then move into Russia, is ideal for me. If I'm not going to face pressure up here, I'm not going to face pressure from this line, at least not yet. Do we lose white as well? That's disappointing. I'd much rather not have a bunch of neutral bots in the open. Wouldn't be the first time, though. You've seen it. So we will take the game as it is. Try not to speak of the game that ought to be. Where do we think blue goes? Blue could totally fuck magenta. Capping here would cause magenta to be forced into me, and then blue would go on that line. White appears to be in the east. And where do we take black to go? I mean, I obviously think that black would want Vienna. But, oh, you know, with Iceland, right? We will find out. If black goes Iceland, I'm just suing his cap. Straight up, I'm just suing his cap. Okay, that's a good choice for blue. Don't you fuck me, black. Okay, black plays well. Good. I'm happy to see. Okay. Ooh. Magenta puts the bulk of their troops in Africa and rolls a blue 3. Oh, fuck. All right. This is very aggressive. They just got good dice. Yeah, red bot stack. I just pay that off now. White and black right next to each other, I like. Is white actually playing? No, white is offline. Okay, so we have a bot there. Okay, so I think this actually puts black in the best position. Yeah. Offers an alliance. Accept. Lose 4 on a 2. I hope we get our bonus. We do. All right, I'm going to hope that magenta is respectful. We take France. Turn 1 France with 7 cap is strong. And claim for the bonus I'm in, plus everything behind it. And then I'm going to go this way. And if my cap gets opened, I probably don't close it again. Okay, blue would like Africa. Blue moves quickly. Yes, I was going to say, but they Did not account for the true random dice. Now I think magenta might go for the blue cap steal. And black takes their bonus in the middle. But doesn't roll white yet. Yeah. You're fine. 7 cap still fine. Makes it a 6 or guards hard. Guards hard doesn't trust. Okay. I mean, there's a non-0% chance I can just ruin black's game here, but I'm not going to do that. I figure magenta's thinking about fucking over blue. Wouldn't make much sense for magenta to attack me, but you never know what people are thinking. He offered me the alliance, so... yeah. That looks like it hits Portugal, Madrid, and then sits on Barcelona or forts down. Don't think he breaks. Yeah. And can de-pressure the border. He keeps an internal guard. Just he doesn't trust me entirely, but he trusts me enough to back off. That's fucking fine. We're in a great way, and we're going to take most of the noob corner here. And we'll do some light guarding on our borders. I don't know if I want to escalate with magenta, though. AV3 should land. Yeah, we get really hot dice. Fuck yeah, man. Now magenta can break my France and doesn't sink my game, but I still don't think they should. Yep. Oof. Blue, you gotta put more troops on your capital, sir. You gotta. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Oh my god. Just hands it and quits. Hands it to magenta. Holy fuck. Does black go for it? I hope black does. I want black to try and block magenta. We're gonna be in a 3-player. Black does. We're gonna be a 3-player game. Okay. How do you feel about working on black with me? Yeah, they do. They're going to take Africa. They're probably not going to roll the cap. They are going to roll the cap. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Whee! It loses 13 on 2. Okay. Okay. Well, I need to back this guy now because that was my idea. Yeah, that was rough. That was roof times. Red still stacking. We can win this game quickly if we can actually get in on black. If I show my loyalty to magenta, like this is a 3-player scenario where me and magenta are already, we have a depressurized border, so we might as well just keep leveraging that. We have a really nice construction here. Magenta might flip, though, because I'm too scary. I have a lot of resources, even if they flip. I'm not terribly worried. Because, they can push into France, but they can't really fuck me. And black just quits out, right? Black's like, well, so much for this game. I hear you, man. You're going to put me in a 1v1 with Magenta, maybe scumbag in return, but if I'm in a 1v1 with Magenta, this is already game over. And I'm happy. I'm happy to win the game in 3 turns. That is the type of risk I like to play, folks. That is very, very well and truly the type of risk I like to play. Yeah, Black said, fuck this game. All right, Magenta's going to break me in France. Or not. Does he realize he's in a 1v1? Yeah, he's gotten fucking ass dice on that capital. I think they do realize they're in a 1v1. We lose white. And we let the other cap guard us. At some point, Magenta has to attack me, and I will counter. Ooh, dude's trade. My geometry here is that Magenta can break France, but not London. Soft guard on Rhine, hard guard on the 10 cap, and then my bottom cap, which was Black's, is now open. Yeah, Magenta's taking board, eh? We remove Black from the game, then we can kind of leverage this 1v1. But I mean, I kind of already can, and I kind of already should. I shouldn't really let Magenta put extra troops on the board at this point. I mean, I don't know that he realizes he's in a 1v1, but I think it's time to disabuse him of any expectation of victory. Yeah, I guess Rostov is fine. Nice. And quits. Oh no, you quit before you quit before Black went MIA. Oh no. You gave yourself third. That's unfortunate for Magenta. Black gets second this game. That was what? That was 5 turns? Okay. Well, can't complain, folks. Let's do a Q&A question. This one's from Garlic Bread. Okay. Garlic Bread says, "Hey Pete, my question is about your thoughts on rolling down troops in the opening turn. Let's say Europe Advanced meta settings to be specific. I see it as a risk reward between having multiple positions / vision of the board and getting enough territory to get what is sometimes very needed, the +1 for the next turn. Is it always good / bad to do these types of rolls? Maybe the value changes depending on if you spawned with a disconnected 4, 3, or 2. And for fun, does this change depend on settings? Classic fixed, more general, classic prog world dom, or whatever the common settings you play." Okay, great question. Short answer to your question is it is almost always incorrect to roll down 2s and 3s in the open. The situations where it is correct to do so have nothing to do with getting that very needed +1. If you are rolling down exterior stacks to get +1 for next turn, your philosophy is bad. You are reducing the total number of troops you have. You are reducing the total number of positions you will hold. You are increasing the likelihood that your opponents can take bonuses faster. And I don't actually think it's good for vision. Let me play my turn. I think it kind of like, it groks intuitively that it's good for vision. Yeah, just bomb that stack out. But the reality is that if you have one territory with a 2 on it, that territory is going to see what's going on there for longer. If you have one territory with a 3 on it, that territory is going to see what's going on there for longer. And you're going to want that vision, not just on the first turn. You're not going to want to take the adjacent territory and take a peek, see what's where. Unless you absolutely need to, unless you suspect there's a cap there, unless a cap being in the territory you want to peek at will influence your decision as far as who's where, as far as what position they're taking, right? This is very contextual, and I'm probably doing a shitty job of explaining it. So maybe I can draw some kind of visual example. Fucking reefing through this board now. Very satisfying game. Very satisfying game to have such a quick win. Let me give you an example. So, in a situation where, say, you've capped here, and there is a blizzard, and a blizzard. You really, really, really want to know who's on Gascony, right? So that would be the circumstance where it would be a good move to trade off early game, trade for early game vision at the expense of what might be mid game vision. And having mid game vision is good for a number of reasons, right? Generally speaking, mid game vision gives you more positions. It allows you to hunt kills. It allows you to see who's doing what and who wants what and who's going where. And it allows you to map the board. So for all of these reasons, I don't think it is as simple as to say it is never correct to roll down 3s and 2s in the early game. I think it's obviously more complicated than that. But frankly, it is rarely correct. It is almost always a bad idea. Getting that +1 doesn't even make any sense because you get your you get your +1 in the position you're trying to hold, but it's coming at the expense of 2, 3, 4, 5 troops elsewhere, right? Just bad value. And as I always like to remind people, it's Europe Advanced is about the position in the early game, but it is far more about hunting kills and sequencing kills. And if you lose your ability to do that because you can't see, because you don't know what's going on, I don't think that's a great idea. So that's how I answer your question. It was a great one. Let me know, guys, if you think this is, if my answer was confusing, because maybe we just need more diagrams to discuss it. But when I see people doing this garlic bread, it's a tell that they're not very good. So I'm glad you asked the question, and I'm glad we're giving everyone listening here the opportunity to level up. Defeating 2 beginners, an intermediate, and an expert. So the expert over-attacked and got bad dice. That's what happened. And then, yeah, we were really quickly in a 3-player scenario that I was able to pay off because I'm me. And I get good dice, I guess. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you found some of it fun and entertaining, maybe even a little bit educational and informative. If you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels and come along the ride with me. I have a daily show on YouTube, twice daily. In fact, one on Free Pete, one on the Kill Pete strategy. Subscribe to both if you like them. And if you want even more Pete, we're doing bonus content additional on the Patreon and the YouTube memberships. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.